About a minute. Going live. We can't do anything.
No mai, hari mai, piki mai, kaki mai. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Millennium Institute on Auckland's North Shore. Looking forward to this. It is the bronze medal game in New Zealand Waterpolo's Premier League. It is the Dolphins taking on the Sharks. A little bit later, we'll bring you the final. It'll be a repeat of the women's final, the Albatross taking on the Orcas. Alongside of me, the man familiar to Waterpolo in this country, bringing you all the expert comments is Kirk Goldsworthy. Kirk, well, you look across the top 48 players that have been put into these different teams, and both teams are stacked full of quality.
Tēnā katoa, nā mai, haere mai. Absolutely. This Sharks team, Ryan Pike, Nick Stankovic, both senior men's players, been to various world championships. Unlucky to go down last night, 17-16, a penalty shootout. Went round twice. Pretty uncalled for, unheard of. And the Dolphins, led by a young Callie McDowell, going very strong.
Yeah, one of the big challenges at this level too is because these guys have come under sort of a draft type situation in terms of where they've ended up and what teams they've been in. One of the challenges is bringing that team together quickly. You've got a combination of experience and then, I guess, youthful exuberance.
Absolutely. A little bit more experience, I think, in the Sharks team than in this Dolphins team. Dolphins got a good quality goalkeeper, number one, Will Murphy. We'll wait and see. Hopefully they get the nice balance. And to the introductions.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. No mai, hari mai, piki mai, kaki mai. This is New Zealand Waterpolo's Premier League, the bronze medal match between the Dolphins and the Sharks. Let's introduce our two teams of gladiators, starting with the Sharks in the white caps. Potai Tahi, wearing the number one cap, Ben Goodwin. Potai Rua in the number two cap, Nick Stankovic. In the number three cap, Potai Toru, Liam Patterson. In the number four cap, Potai Fa, Ryan Pike. In the number five cap, Potai Rima, Cameron Fraser. Potai Onu. The number six cap, Alex Odom. In the number seven cap, Potai Fitu, Michael Rogers. Potai Wharu, the number 8 cap, Jack Jones. Potai Iwa, the number 9 cap, Max Byers. Cap number 10, Potai Takao, Levi Timms. Tikau Matahi, the number 11 cap, Tianan McKinnon. Tikau Maurua, the number 12 cap, Mr. Ben Gardner. Potai Tikau Matoru, the number 13 cap, Ronan McKenzie. Let's introduce our gladiators in the blue. Your Dolphins team. Potai Tahi, the number 1 cap, Will Murphy. Potai Rua, the number 2 cap, Tony Tua Tangaloa. Potai Toru, the number 3 cap, Mr. Kelly McDowell. In the number 4 cap, Potai Wha, Mo Gath. Number 5, Potai Rima, Thomas Arms. And the number 6 cap, Potai Onu, Connor Poynton. In the number 7 cap, Potai Fitu, Geordie Chapman. Potai Waru, number 8, Ethan Carrington. Potai Iwa, the number 9 cap, Tane Pickering. Number 10, Potai Takao, Cole Johns. Potai Takao, Matahi, number 11, Bronson Chungson. And number 12, Potai Tikau Marua, Timon Taska. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our 2 teams of gladiators. This is for the bronze medal. It is the war on the shore. Well, looking forward to this bad boy. It should be fast. It should be aggressive. Don't blink, ladies and gentlemen, because both these teams have an arsenal capable of scoring from anywhere. Hope you are enjoying this live stream on Whakata Māori, Māori Active, Rangatahi Sport, to Aotearoa, encouraging people up to the ages of 27 to get involved in sport. Kurt Goldsworthy, you've seen both these teams. You're familiar with a lot of the players. Who comes in as favourites? Is it the Dolphins or is it the Sharks?
When these teams met earlier, the Sharks came away the victors over the Dolphins. They look to me like they've got more experience with Nick Stankovic, Liam Patterson and Ryan Pike. All really, really strong players and well experienced. On the other side of the coin, as you would say, youthful enthusiasm, plenty of it in the Dolphins team. Will Murphy, probably the greatest experience. We'll wait and see how that goes down. Okay, and Kelly McDowell looks like, and Tane Pickering look like the 2 strongest offensive players. They'll need to be managed. We have Ben Goodwin starting for the Sharks, and Will Murphy is the only goalkeeper on the Dolphins roster. So he looks like, as long as he doesn't get injured or majored out, he'll be the only one in the cage.
4 8-minute periods. Hope you enjoy this. in Te Reo. The ball is Poro. Pass is Maka. The sprint is Whānau. And your favourite, the exclusion.
Akatai.
Akatau. So you get yourself in the naughty chair. Not too far away for a start in this bronze medal match. Coaching staff for both teams, Kurt Goldsworthy.
Matt Claridge for the Dolphins. Josh Potaka. Fabian Van Roy for the Sharks. We've just got a slight technical issue with the game clock. So we have a hold up in the start of the match. It's loading now. Teams are pretty much ready. Hopefully only about 30 seconds away.
Yeah, don't go away, folks. It's a great initiative. Premier League gold medal match still to come between the Orcas and the Albatross. Two teams again, stacked full of stars. So many current, former national representatives at age group level at the senior ranks. Both teams taking this little time out and an opportunity just to go through some of those pre-game protocols, get their nervous system up. Just run through those teams. So we've got Ben for the Sharks, who'll be in the white caps. Number 1 will be Ben Goodwin. 2 will be Nick Stankovic. 3 will be Liam Patterson. 4 will be Ryan Pike. 5 will be Cameron Foster. 6, Alex Odom. 7, Michael Rogers. 8, Jack Jones. 9, Max Byers. 10, Levi Timms. 11, Tiernan McKinnon. Number 12, Ben Gardner. And number 13, Ronan McKenzie. As we do get underway, and we'll bring you that Dolphins team again. But immediately, it will be the Sharks who get the initial possession through Alex Odom. And immediately goes and finds Stankovic. Stankovic looking to just bring the ball forward. Interesting to see a press-type defence automatically being established by the Dolphins. Happy to play on the perimeter. First shot comes. Just a little bit of a testing shot there. Just trying to test out Will Murphy in goal. Murphy more than capable. And now the first attacking opportunity goes the way of the Dolphins. And it'll go through Cole Johns. Looking for the entry pass. Moving the ball quickly. We're going to see the little entry pass, not at the moment. Good defence coming from the Sharks. Continue to switch play. Big shot comes. Great piece of goalkeeping from Will Murphy. Ben Godden, I should say. Ben Goodwin in goal. Has the shot, but over the top. So really good defence from the Sharks. Didn't panic. Nice zone defence. Kept their shape. Good start from both teams defensively.
Yeah, pretty solid by the Sharks. Attack by the Dolphins, not quite as fluid as they'd like. Again, Nick Stankovic looking for the outside shot. Shooting it, hitting the bottom of the crossbar, not quite going in. Whole ball has to cross the line.
Yeah, Stankovic, we know just how good he is. Wearing that number 2 cap, big presence too. Looking to try and shut down these forwards from the Dolphins. Dolphins happy to go through Mo Gaff and Ethan Carrington. Kelly McDowell, lovely entry pass off the backhand, almost one of the superb goals. Tane Pickering came very close, but scrambling defence once again. So both sides having their opportunities, but both defences scrambling, showing that desperation, that urgency that's going to be required. And now driving down is Liam Patterson. The call there.
Yeah, Ryan Pike caught inside the 2 metre before the ball was in front of him. Liam Patterson should have been the opening goal of the match. Now we got Kelly McDowell, entry pass. Tane Pickering. Ethan Carrington losing possession. Ball back now with Ben Goodwin as they come down on the Tuapā, the counter attack.
Dog.
And a card is issued. He's wrong.
So, a little bit of controversy here. Firstly, Kurt, did the goal count?
Goal counts, absolutely.
So the goal does count?
Yeah. And what's happened is that you're allowed to do a rolling sub in the sides of the pool between the lane that you can see and the edge of the pool, as long as you're on your side or halfway. However, it needs to be done on the next possession or the one after. That athlete sat there for 4 possessions. So the referee had warned him twice and is in his rights to card the coach.
Okay, so it is the Sharks who get the initial advantage early on in this bronze medal match, taking that 1-0 lead, breaking the ice. But immediately the Dolphins, through Kelly McDowell, nice entry pass, finds Mo Gaff, big physical player, gets manhandled by Nick Stankovic and Michael Rogers. No love being lost. Another really good piece of goalkeeping from Ben Godwin. Goodwin, really good, gets the big mid out. And now Stankovic, does he go on his own? He's got the capability. Oh, and the shot does come.
Number 2 again, Stankovic.
And it is Stankovic. And just like that, it is 2 goals to nothing. It is the Sharks leading the Dolphins.
Yeah, Nick Stankovic has a great outside shot. You need to take away his time. If he has too long with the ball, he'll create problems on the far side of the pool, dishing it into the strong right-handed catch. Got Geordie Chapman bringing the ball down. Offensive turnover. Offensive foul. And the Sharks trying to up the pace in the Tuapā and the counter attack. Ben Goodwin down to Liam Patterson. Counter attack is now over. Into some structured offense. Clear communication from Will Murphy. Playing in the zone. Cole Johns blocking. On the post up, and the exclusion occurs. Akutal.
So 6 on 5, another opportunity here for the Sharks. They lead by 2-0.
Playing in a 3-3.
Got the overlap. Got the man-up advantage. Somewhat of a wayward pass. Picked up though. Stankovic won't panic. Stankovic looks to shoot. Oh, that's a very good piece of goalkeeping. This time from Will Murphy. Big angle. Not a lot in it. But did well. And that will certainly give the Dolphins defence some confidence, but they need now to turn possession into points. They come up the right-hand side through Connor Poynton. Back to Tasker. And the opportunity was there, just somewhat wayward with the shot, so good intent. Just lacking on the execution. Going to need to just make that little adjustment. So Patterson goes to Stankovic. Stankovic across to Timms. Happy for Stankovic to control things. Patterson, oh, another brilliant shot. Well, you just look at the quality of Stankovic, Patterson. You throw Ryan Pike into the mix, and it is just a very threatening, very threatening offense. But all of these are players so good too on defense as well.
Yeah, outstanding. Mahado. Brilliant shot by Liam Patterson. Taking a rest now. Dolphins working hard, lots of drives in the front court. And a really nice steal there from Max Byers.
And so the Sharks continue to drive up the right-hand side. This time Jack Jones looking to try and take control out on this right-hand wing. Back to Byers. Patient build up. And does he get the shot away? Did get the shot away, but a good field block. And so it will be the Dolphins through Kelly McDowell who come away with it. McDowell goes for the long Hail Mary down the far right-hand side. Finds immediately Connor Poynton. Poynton immediately lifting the head, surveying his options. Looks for the entry pass. Can't find it though. But opportunity here for Tony Tuatangaloa. Tangaloa drawing the two defenders. But a tip on the pass and turnover through the hands of Jack Jones. Goodwin finds Odom. This is where they are dangerous, particularly Stankovic and Patterson. Shot clock, less than 10 seconds on it. Need to try and salvage something here. They retain it. The big long shot comes. Had no real choice. Shot clock pressure, but again, just showing the velocity and the power from Nick Patterson. Connor Poynton. He's got Kelly McDowell stuck there in the middle, but McDowell well and truly being marked. Oh, throws it away. And shot clock runs out. And that will bring the quarter to an end. So it is all the Sharks at the moment. They've taken their opportunities. They lead by 3 goals to nothing in what has been a good display. But Kurt Goldsworthy, it's not like the Dolphins haven't had their opportunity. They just haven't been able to bring their forwards into play. More because of the defensive pressure the Sharks have been applying in the middle.
Yeah, it's pretty tough for the Dolphins. Get the ball into their centre forward because they're so young, the majority of them, and sort of lack experience. They're not as confident as the Liam Pattersons and the Nick Stankovic's to take the outside shots. Kelly McDowell and Timon Tasker need to probably position themselves a little bit further on the outside to be able to get those opportunities and then take that shot off the cross pass. Ball always beats the man. So Matt Claridge will be talking to his team, the Dolphins, Ahi, about what he thinks they should be doing, a little bit more movement and clearing out that space to utilise the big guys in the center, in the middle of the pool.
Now we are very lucky to have Whakaata Māori on board, and it's all about Māori and keeping people active, rangatahi sport, to Aotearoa, people up to the age of 27 years of age. And interesting, the te reo for the sport of water polo. Poro is ball, pass is maka, goal is piro, counter attack, and I love this, tuapa. And of course exclusion, aukati, which is another word for saying I was naughty and I'm going to spend some time in the naughty chair. It's the equivalent of a yellow card or the sin bin for water polo. So it is the Sharks at the moment leading 3-0 over the Dolphins. Dolphins in the blue cap, the Sharks in the white cap. Dolphins team is made up of Will Murphy, Tony Tuatangaloa, Kelly McDowell, Mo Gath, Thomas Arms, Connor Poynton, Geordie Chapman, Ethan Carrington, Tane Pickering, Cole Johns, Bronson Chunkson, and Timon Tasker. Swim off, looks like it will be between Levi Timms, the number 10 cap for the Sharks in the white. And on the other side it'll be Mo Gath. And easily won this time by the Dolphins, so they'll get their first attacking opportunity. Go through Kelly McDowell, one of their key playmakers, very experienced player. Though a lovely entry pass, can't quite get to it though. Ethan Carrington. But certainly we have just seen a change in the way they're looking to set up their offence, coming off the back of that first quarter. So I wonder how deliberate that is. Maybe look to just speed things up, but then we just see the danger, don't we? And the attacking capabilities of the Sharks and the brilliance of Stankovic.
Yeah, he's quite happy to shoot from the outside. Offensive. Little bit of niggle in the backcourt here between Ben Gardner and Timon Tasker. Ball down with Stankovic on the tuapa, the counter attack. Hits the long cross pass, the marker. Couldn't hit the next one.
It's a chance now for the Dolphins. Yeah, Timon Tasker getting involved in quite a bit of niggle there in the number 12 cap. Tough sport, lot goes on off the ball. Referees are watching for it though. Switching play. Chance here for Kelly McDowell. McDowell happy to go back though and find Mo Gath. Gath driving forward with the big shot. Big mitt comes out. Lovely field block. They retain possession though. 30-second shot clock restarts. And now off the upright this time. I've got to say though, I do like Ben Goodwin in goal. Again, he's got really good spatial awareness. Comes off his line a little bit, just shuts down the angles. Just takes away some of that room. And now we go through Michael Rogers. Watch for Patterson or Stankovic to pull the trigger from distance. It's where they've been most effective this time. Good field block coming in. Who will grab possession here? And it will go the way of the Dolphins. And now the Dolphins Can they capitalise on this offensive opportunity? They go long. Through Cole Johns. Mogath. Oh, lovely pass. Shoots. Oh, great piece of keeping. Good defence all around. Good pressure being applied by Ben Gardner. But that's certainly shown a little bit more enterprise. That's what the Dolphins need. But at the other end, they look to break quickly. But offensive foul. And so, turn possession back over. Dolphins just getting a little bit of a momentum shift.
Yeah, Ben Gardner got called for the offensive foul in the backcourt. Pushing off Tane Pickering. And now we're back to how the game's normally played. Ball coming down the pool through Michael Rogers. And exclusion. Akatai. Shot. Cardle. Saved by Will Murphy as he starts to bring the ball down the pool, looking for the counter-attack. Rolling substitute made. Tane Pickering out. Tony Tua Tangaloa comes in. Cole Johns with the ball. Geordie Chapman at the point. Kelly McDowell on a post-up. Mogath. Entry pass. Oh, what a shame. Turnover. Shot clock expired.
Yeah, but we are, as we talked about, this is much better, isn't it, from the Dolphins? You know, they're getting themselves, they're failing to get those entry passes. Just not quite accurate, but certainly showing a lot more enterprise and really starting to challenge this defence of the Sharks. But it's at the other end of the pool. Can they shut down Stankovic and Patterson?
Inside two.
So inside the two. So possession will go the way of the Dolphins. And it will be Will Murphy who gets play back underway immediately through Mogath. Ah, lovely entry pass this time. But once again, the brilliant goalkeeping of Ben Goodwin. Goodwin straight up to Rogers. He's got Stankovic out to his right-hand side. Stankovic still just pushing to the right. But how do you shut it down? How do you shut down the likes of Ryan Pike, Liam Patterson? So the corner to be taken. Coming forward now is Patterson. Goes across to Stankovic. Stankovic has another big shot. Boy, how good is that this time? The big left hand just pulls back, loads it up. And just an absolute cannon. And suddenly it is the Sharks leading 4-0. And really, they're building this attack around Stankovic and Patterson, the two big men.
Yeah, you got to stop. You got to take away their time and space. They're going to have to go to more press, take more exclusions, go man down. But, you know, it's 4-0 and Stankovic and Patterson have scored them all.
So getting more gladiatorial in defence, getting up in their face, not giving them the space, not giving them the time. Put your body on the line is the call. And now the shot does come. That is very good from Kelly McDowell in the number 3. Well, they've been threatening, haven't they? They have been threatening. And finally, all that hard work pays off. 4 plays won. So, Tahi is the score. Yeah, lovely little mucker. Lovely pass. Oh, that's it. Get right up this time. They do work Stankovic over. Such a physical presence, though. More urgency. You talked about it, Kurt Goldsworthy, that they need to be a little bit more man on man, get up in their face. Well, that was a good example of it. Now, can they capitalise on that very good defence at the other end of the pool? Shot clock counting down.
Lost possession.
And lost possession. So good defence from both teams. You often talk about it. It comes to the big games. It always comes down to your defence.
Yeah, absolutely. Stankovic on the Tuapā on the counter. Nice cross drive here. Good entry pass. And Ethan Carrington with the steal. Alex Odom probably need to work a little bit harder to get the referee's attention and possibly draw an exclusion. Akatai. And on the Tuapā, we're on counter-attack. We have the Dolphins. Ethan Carrington with a good shot.
Yeah, really, really important goal to bring it back to 4-2. So now things start to just close up a little bit. Whāroa. It is the Sharks in the white cap leading the Dolphins in the black cap. It is game on, bronze medal up for grabs. New Zealand Waterpolo's Premier League. 48 of the best players in the country brought together, put into a draft situation. It's been incredibly close. Final still to come between the Albatross and the Orcas. But Ryan Pike and they turn possession over. So, chance again. Taking it up, Mo Gath. He's been everywhere, Gath. Looks quickly, tries to turn, but picked off. Wow, that is very, very good defence. Superb defence being shown. I think that was Liam Patterson again, was it?
Yes, it was.
Oh, at both ends of the pool. How good is this guy? So they'll come into half time. Opportunity for both teams to make some adjustments, reinforce some of those positive messages, talk about what they're enjoying, what they're not liking. But you've got to have the players, you've got to have the ability. Got to build your plan around the plumbing of your individual players. Kurt, let's go inside the Dolphins camp. What's the message?
Oh, I think the Dolphins will be pretty happy with that quarter. They won the quarter 2-1. They started to generate some offense, created some issues on the inside. Tony Tuatangaloa, unfortunate with the entry pass coming right at the end of the clock. Looked like he was going to do some damage. Kelly McDowell's been in at centre forward and scored from the outside. And Tane Pickering, bit of a handful on the inside. Now that they're a handful on the inside, they just need those outside shooters to keep shooting. They keep wearing this other team down. Wear down the Mako, the Sharks. Sharks won't be too concerned. They've got plenty of outside opportunities. I think they'd like to generate a few more on the inside. They've let 2 or 3 go with guys being inside or the referee calling inside the 2 metre without the ball in front. The Mako, the Sharks, they're going to change their goalkeeper. They're bringing in Ronan McKenzie and taking Ben Goodwin out. Our referees today, Jim Florshinger from Auckland and Cooper Stewart from Christchurch.
So settle back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half, 2 quarters of 8 minutes. Or as I like to say, it's 32 minutes. It's 24 minutes of hope. And it's 8 minutes of truth, and we're getting close to that threshold. They will change ends, so it will be the Dolphins in the blue cap playing from left to right. The Sharks in the white cap playing from right to left. Hope you are enjoying the coverage here on Whakato Māori. Ball in Te Reo is Poru, pass is Maka. You'll see a lot of sprinting, which is just simply known as whānau. Exclusion. Okati, the drive, the ruku, the counter-attack, the tuapa. And to encourage people to adopt Te Reo and learn some of the lingo and one of the official languages of New Zealand. And we do acknowledge Whakato Māori for their coverage of particularly secondary school sport in this Waterpolo event. And good start here for the Sharks. Number 6 is Alex Odom. Liam Patterson in the number 3. Number 12 is their big man Ben Gardner. Little entry pass, going to need to shut that down. Almost caught napping. Almost caught napping. Can't be doing that, the Dolphins. They need to be better. They need to be smarter. Big field block. Got themselves out of jail.
Yeah, a shot that I think Nick Stankovic would like to have back. They had the Akutau. They had the man-up opportunity. An opportunity here to go to 1. Exclusion. Akutau. Good work there by Ethan Carrington. Timon Tasker. Ethan Carrington having to fetch the wayward pass. The wayward Maka. Mogath. Another wayward pass. This will run the shot clock down. It's a turnover now.
Yeah, Timon Tasker, I think, playing down there out of Christchurch. Father Glenn, very good triathlete in his day. Glenn Tasker, outstanding athlete, in fact. Oh, another big shot. Boy, did well, didn't he? Did really, really well, Will Murphy. Just to get across and just shut that angle down and close that door. The goalkeeper, little entry pass, that's good. Great athleticism, shot must come. Do they pull the trigger? No, they don't. And the big shot. And just like that, the Sharks extend that lead to 5-2 through the brilliance of Levi Timms. Well, it was somewhat of an uncanny goal. It just took them a little bit by surprise. But that is the nature of this sport. Blink. And you find yourself a goal down. So now the Dolphins through Mogath. They need to be the next team to score. Out to this right-hand side, it's got Cole Johns. They go through the hands, though, of Tasker. Tasker looks to try and move himself into a forward-type position. They shut him down. So, defensive foul. Goes against the Sharks. Much better defense in this first half of this third quarter coming from the Sharks team. And now, can they turn defense into offense? Ryan Pike to Odom. Happy to work the perimeter. Looking somewhat ambitious, but I guess with ambition, it creates confusion. What are they going to do? We can play with some structure. We can play a little ad hoc at times. And that will keep the defences guessing. Lovely entry pass. Does the penalty come? It was always going to come, wasn't it? That one-on-one situation, no dissimilar to what you see in football. Really, a goal-scoring situation. You've got no choice. You now rely heavily on your goalkeeper. We know how good Ronan McKenzie is the new goalkeeper in for the Sharks. To take the shot will be Kelly McDowell. So McDowell versus McKenzie. This to bring it to 5-3, and it's saved at the post. And surely, can they? inside the 2 metre, was it?
No penalty.
No penalty. So, that is the reward of sometimes a little bit of thuggery, if I can use that terminology, in the greatest, well, with as much sincerity as you can use in the sport of water polo. So the Sharks retain possession, starting to get physical, starting to get niggly, such as the pressure of finals. Across the far side. Is the door open? Is the shot on? Do they look to take the speed off it? And he does. Just too much time from big Levi Timms. Got nice and high, got those hips high out of the water. Just used that height, too much velocity. And you sort of sense with the Dolphins, they've got to get back to that man-on-man defence. They've got to get back up on the face. They've got to take some risks. If it means exclusion, so be it.
Absolutely, and then even after the exclusion, they need to put some pressure on the ball. You know, they need to be walking out, blocking on their legs. That you can't give Levi Timms that much space and time. And the next person that were going to do that too was Nick Stankovic. They had to give up a shot somewhere unless they're going to walk out, take a risk. And here we go with Geordie Chapman. Oh, nice post up. Nice post up. Jack Jones excluded. Kelly McDowell with the ball. Good pass. Rona McKenzie, I think, got a touch on that and then into the crossbar. Doesn't look like there's a counter opportunity. To a par. Offensive foul. We turn the ball back over. We now have the Dolphins on the attack. Ball to Mogar. Down the right. Good pass. Nice and safe. Geordie Chapman, Kelly McDowell. Great shot, Kelly McDowell.
Well, McDowell, he's been a threat all day. Moments earlier had a shot that, again, might have just come off the crossbar or the post, but they need to go to McDowell perhaps more. And again, if he's not the guy who's going to ultimately end up being the goal scorer, draw those defenders. Force a couple to get out on it. Open it up somewhere else. Anu Toru, 6-3. Dolphins need to get physical here, need to man up, need to put pressure on the ball carrier, much better. Deflected nicely, this time by Ben Goodwin.
Double exclusion.
In fact, Will Murphy, the goalkeeper.
Double exclusion on 11 and 8.
Okay, so a little bit of niggle, double exclusion on 11 and 8. So a player from both teams, so it's economies of scale. It's 5-on-5. Chance now for the Dolphins. Can they be the next team to score? Big shot comes again, good field block, gets the big mid out. And now the big scramble, looking to try and turn defence into offence. It's going to be a good little one-on-one battle here, coming from Alex Odom. Odom, though, worked over brilliantly from Connor Poynton. Poynton, well, I'd imagine that heart rate is high. He's got the ball now, but he'll be wanting a breather. He'll be breathing through his eyelids. Just trying to search for oxygen anywhere.
Nice pass.
Did they look for Patterson? Oh, lovely little sideways action. Almost snuck it through the door. Great enterprise being shown by Thomas Arms. So, Will Murphy with the ball. Happy to go down, finds Connor Poynton. Poynton looking to maybe drive himself, go himself. A lovely pass, but picked off. The defence player got in front of, it was Stankovic again. Tell you what, just keep the ball away from Stankovic, keep the ball away from Liam Patterson, and you might have a chance. And now it is Odom. He finds the big man. We talked about it. Oh, too easy, too easy. Superb. We talked about Patterson, we talked about Stankovic. And Jopar, the counter-attack. Superb. That is how water polo should be played. That is how water polo is played in the heavens.
Yeah, well executed counter-attack. The mark-up pass down to the left side, Liam Patterson. Then back across to the left-hander on the right side. Open goal, Will Murphy caught across on this side. On the left side of the goal. On Liam Patterson. Kelly McDowell bringing the ball away. Still in his own. Now the Sharks. Some good movement. Just a little bit hesitant are the Sharks compared with the Dolphins compared with the Sharks. Mo Gath with the shot. Ronan McKenzie up to the task. A good cuddle. Nice save. Marker, pass to Liam Patterson. Nick Stankovic. Always eager to shoot. Nice pass to Geordie Chapman. Exclusion here. Akutau. Tony to Tangaloa. Excluded.
Yeah, getting to that point in this game where the pressure's beginning to build on both teams. Okay, so 43 seconds remaining in this third period. It is 7-3 in favour of the Sharks. Tereo Fitu Toru. Big timeout here, strategic one. You just sort of sense that if the Dolphins can just capitalise on their possession, score the next couple of goals, you just put a little bit of doubt into the minds of the teams who do come in as favourite. You start to live rent-free inside their head. Anything can happen. They've got to shut down this, though. They've got to shut down Stankovic and Patterson. Pike, which brings so much experience. Oh, that's exactly what we talked about. Again, Stankovic this time to Ryan Pike. Yeah, just working beautifully, those three in tandem, aren't they? Happy to play across that right-hand side. I still would just like at times to see that Dolphins team just been a little bit more aggressive, been up in the face. As you said, you know, if it means the exclusion, so be it. Put pressure on the ball carrier.
Oh, good pass. Pass the ball.
Now shoots. Oh, that is superb at the other end, this time by the Dolphins. Timon Tasker. I think he might originally be out of Sacred Heart College perhaps, or no, King's. I think he might have gone through King's College. As I said, Father Glenn Tasker, outstanding triathlete. If you are listening, Glenn, a big no mai hari mai. Oh, the big shot, because the clock's about to run down, the end of the third period. And it is 7-4 in favour of the Sharks. I've got to say, I think Ronan McKenzie coming on to replace Ben Goodwin. How big was that penalty save early on? He's been superb, and that just shows the depth they've got in this group.
Yeah, plenty of depth and more to watch this in the game coming up between the Orcas and the Albatross.
Yeah, they often say in team sports, individuals will win you a game, but it's a squad that will win you a championship. It's about depth, and this is an interesting format because it's been very much based on a draft type system. and a real challenge for the coaches, bringing all these players together. Yes, they've played each other. They haven't played alongside of a lot of other. You've got youthful exuberance, you've got experience, you've got to balance the personalities, you've got to make sure the older guys bring the younger ones in. You can't just build your game plan around 2 or 3 guys. I mean, we're talking a lot about Liam Patterson, Stankovic and Pike, but there's been a lot of work being done by the likes of Alex Odom, the likes of Cameron Foster, etc.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an interesting thing when you've got experience and the youthful exuberance. When you've got the experience, they generally really go to the next level only when it counts. If they know they're not going to create the opportunity for themselves or a teammate, they tend to conserve some energy. The young guys, they just want to prove themselves to the older guys. They work very hard all the time, always wanting to be in the water, always trying to improve and always trying to put their best foot forward. Whereas, as we saw even in the women's game, we got to watch Emerson Houghton have a break, come back in and absolutely stamp her authority on the game. And this is why you can sometimes see Liam Patterson and sometimes see Nick Stankovic, as opposed to disappear. Here we go.
Okay, final 8 minutes. It is 7-4 in favour of the Sharks in the white caps. The green uniforms over the Dolphins in the black caps, and the blue uniforms settle back. Enjoy all of this. We are underway. The poru, the ball is about to be thrown in, and the first advantage will go the way of the Dolphins through Cole Johns. I want to score first. I want to score early. Kelly McDowell needs to maybe inject himself more into this game. One of the more experienced players. Little underarm pass.
Good underarm pass.
And the exclusion comes 6-on-5. That's better enterprise. They need to move quickly though. And now, looking to... Oh, close. Scrambling though. Once again, Ronan McKenzie. 3 goals the difference. This is where the physicality needs to come in. They've got Ryan Pike there in the middle, and they need to work him over. Kelly McDowell doing the job on Pike now. Cole Johns. Across to McDowell. Good press defence on him. It does open up a corridor in the middle. And so. So 6-on-5, the exclusion coming. Stankovic out. If they can score here, it is very much game on. Lovely. The shot comes now. Good water polo. Good water polo. They've drawn the defenders. They have the shot. Can he get the hand on it? No, he can't. And the turnover comes. So the offensive foul. And immediately it is now the Sharks back on attack.
Yeah, a big missed opportunity there for the Dolphins. Team on task are asking for the ball from Cole Johns, not receiving. Nick Stankovic bringing the ball forward. No centre forward here. And a lob. Nick Stankovic being a little bit cheeky there. Wry smile. Trying to get a lob past Will Murphy. Just over 5.5 minutes left in the game. Stankovic outside 8. Entry pass. Kelly McDowell at centre back. Ryan Pike at centre forward. Here we go on the Tuapā. The counter attack. Mo Gath bringing the ball down the pool. Not a lot happening as far as the counter attack goes. Ball back out the top. Kelly McDowell. Mo Gath, offensive foul. Called on Ethan Carrington. And Nick Stankovic bringing the ball away. Max Bryars is free on the far side of the pool. And Stankovic finds him. And nice field block by Tony Tuat Tangaloa.
Yeah, Tangaloa just putting his body on the line then, happy to just absorb the full power of that shot. But boy, they'd love to just try and score here now. Happy to take it up through Tasker. He's been good, Tasker. Oh, the little backhand, the little flick from nowhere. Boy, cannot underestimate the athleticism that requires, the balance and the poise. Cole Johns almost pulling off the miracle. But now they go from offense, scrambling back on defense. It comes through Levi Timms. Timms pushed out to this right-hand side. Tangaloa happy to work him over. A big shot.
On the clock.
Shot clock pressure, but this time Stankovic just a little bit too far out, couldn't quite get the height. Cannot underestimate just how much energy, how many matches are burnt when you're trying to get that egg beater kick, trying to get your hips high out of the water to get that trajectory on the shot. So, Michael Rogers gets play back underway, finds Patterson. Patterson happy to rock back on his haunches. Back to Stankovic. 4 minutes to go. The score, 7-4. Chance now for the Dolphins. Mogath finds Johns. He's got Tasker there. Goes to Tasker. Tasker. Pushing. Finding Tasker again. Playing with a little bit more urgency. Good press defence coming though. The shot comes. The big mitt comes out once again. And Ronan McKenzie showing his class and quality in goal. But the corner will come. Need to score. Through Johns. Little entry pass. The shot does come this time. That is superb. That is superb from Tane Pickering. Lovely little entry pass coming from Kelly McDowell. Finds Pickering. Pickering turns on a dime. And wow, that might just be the momentum shift. That might just be the game changer, because suddenly it is 7-5. It is Fitu Rima. What is Te Reo for brilliant?
Maharo. It was outstanding goal. Great entry pass. Gets the team back in the game. Gets the Dolphins alive. And we've got 3 minutes and 18 seconds left. With the Marco, Sharks leading the Dolphins by Orua. Ben Gardner with the ball. Stankovic. Oh, a fortunate Okatai exclusion. Loose pass. Referee Jim Florshinger still calling the exclusion. Big opportunity to put it back to Toru. The lead by 3. At the moment by 2. Ben Goodwin. Good shot. Doesn't get past the post.
Yeah, really good defence there from the Dolphins. Opportunity certainly though for Levi Timms as well. Now they come away through Bronson Chunkson. First time we've seen him. They'll go across to Geordie Chapman. So they have rung some changes, bringing some fresh legs in at a key time in the game. Didn't read it. Just lost that peripheral vision. And so they turn possession over at a key time with just 2 minutes remaining. The difference is still 3. I think that the Sharks at this point will be happy to use the 30 seconds, use the clock, big shot.
All score.
And just like that,
All score.
it is Nick Stankovic again. who just almost casually scores. And I just wonder whether now it's a case of fatigue kicking in a little bit here. That's why we are seeing a number of new faces and new names in the pool, and this is where it comes down to depth and experience. Because as long as Stankovic, Patterson and Pike are in the pool, they're going to have their work cut out. So 8-4 with just over, well, around about a minute 50 to go. 8-5. So 3 goals still in it. Tasker. He's a technician, isn't he, Tasker? He's got a nice little touch on him. But here they go, Stankovic again. Stankovic. Happy to go back to Pickering. Go back to Byers. Entry pass comes.
Yeah, and a counter-attack.
Counter-attack opportunity. They go long. Now needs to turn, needs to go here, surely. Oh, brilliant again from Ronan McKenzie.
And a timeout.
I just wonder, in that situation, do you just get yourself manhandled? But I guess he probably felt that one-on-one, he had the measure. Really, the only other alternative was take the penalty.
Yeah, I think a bit of fatigue setting in on Ethan Carrington there. He probably should have moved to his right. Would have been an easier shot for himself, given him more of the goal to shoot at. But don't take anything away from Ronan McKenzie. Quality block, one-on-one. And Ethan Carrington was running out of time due to the chaser. We've got a minute and 3 seconds left. And the Sharks normally would just see this out. But with Stankovic, the way he's playing, I wouldn't be surprised if he lets another one rip pretty early.
Yeah, 8-5 that scoreline. Now just under a minute to play. Exclusion comes at the wrong time. And it is the Sharks who now can just soak up the shot clock.
Double exclusion.
So now that is 6-on-4. And just like that, that is the problem, just simply too easy. And this time Ben Gardner with the goal. And that extends out to 9-5. So it is Iwa Fa. And Iwa Rimu. My apologies. Really nice Ruku, a really nice drive there coming from the Sharks. And just 43 seconds now remain. But it's been an outstanding tournament for both these teams in this Premier League, the second year that we've had it. Well, a few years ago, and then of course COVID shut it down over the last 2 years. But a great initiative to bring the best players in the country together.
Offensive foul again.
Chance.
And they have a counter.
24 seconds on the clock. And so Patterson. Tasker. He's niggly. Not afraid to get involved. Gets excluded, Tasker. So got the overlap, 6-on-5. Happy to just run the clock down. Has a wee look up. 3 seconds remain. The shot will come. But that will be it. And it will be, ladies and gentlemen, 9-5. It is the Sharks who win the bronze. Get up over the Dolphins. So congratulations to Ben Goodwood, Nick Stankovic, Liam Patterson, Ryan Pike, Cameron Foster, Alex Odom, Michael Rogers, Jack Jones, Max Byers, Levi Timms, Gianna McKinnon, Ben Gardner and Ronan McKenzie. Bronze medal 2022 Premier League, brought to you by Waterpolo, or New Zealand Waterpolo, and brought to you live via Whakata Māori. Well, Kurt, certainly the younger more inexperienced Dolphins did have their chances, didn't they? But really, when you look at it, probably that trio of Stankovic, Patterson and Pike the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Experienced players on the perimeter with the ball. Time and space. Same for most sports, as we know. Don't give the best athletes the time and space, otherwise they can destroy you. And that was the case. But to the credit of the Dolphins, they never gave up. They kept fighting. They kept working hard. And they'll all be better for the experience.
Okay, well, don't go away, folks. Hope you are enjoying coverage here on Whakata Māori. Don't forget, Rangatahi Sport to Aotearoa, trying to encourage people to participate in sport right through to the ages of 27 and clearly above that. We'll be back with the men's final very shortly here from the AUT Millennium on Auckland's North Shore.